Yay! Hello, everybody. This is Natalie Koval and Matchmaking Boutique by Natalie Koval now live. Hello, welcome. And I'm beginning my new stream about money that matters. Well, if you aren't yet our subscriber, please subscribe to Marriage by Natalie YouTube channel. And you will hear lots of advice about relationship, making your relationship work, international relationship, long distance relationship. When you're dating a Ukrainian woman and you want to get some more tips how it really works, and hear real voices of real Ukrainian women that are joining my streams, please welcome. Subscribe to Marriage by Natalie channel and stay with us. This is marriagebynatalie.com website. And the ladies that are present today here are real clients that are going to share their real opinions about the money matter. I would like to introduce you Olga, Polina, and Irina. Please, ladies, say hello to us.
Hello.
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 Yeah. Olga is having an international job. She's a very beautiful, tall, long hair, wonderful figure, loves sports, loves meditation, is a very conscious and clever lady. She likes to talk and she likes to build relationships. Polina is very artsy, creative, tall, red hair, amazing personality. She's traveled the world. Her goal was to see many places, experience lots of things. And one of the craziest trips she's done is she traveled alone to India, and it was a cool experience. Irina, she's attractive, fascinating, with wonderful sense of humor, very kind and warm personality, and great family that she's coming from. Actually, all girls are coming from great. And Irina had an experience of working with kindergarten because she really loves children, and she had this connecting touch to wonderful creatures that children are, and that helped her to move forward in her pursuit of happy family relationships. Ladies, did I say something that you would like maybe to add about yourself, or something that you wish the guys to know about you?
Thank
Or
you. No, I agree. This is Irina, and I agree with all that you said. Thank you.
thank
And
you.
also see myself like that. And yeah,
Thank you.
I don't know what to add. Furthermore, I will add, but for now, it's like the basic stuffs.
Great. Irina is also freelancing as an actress. That's her main degree, art and acting. But she believes that you can be more useful in the society by having something more like down to earth. But she loves to perform, and she's not a drama queen. She's a great personality, but she expresses herself very, very clearly. Polina, do you agree with my words about you as a world traveler?
Yes, I can add that I'm interior designer and I really like art. And but I understood that I need to change about the craziest thing which I done, because I done much more craziest things. So I will
Okay.
change it in my in my profile, I think.
All right. Well, gentlemen, you definitely can see profiles of these ladies if you write me a personal message, and I will send you links to their profiles on my website. Olga, do you agree with my presentation of you?
Thank you very much for so nice, warm words about me. And it's my pleasure to know that you see me with so beautiful eyes of yours, Natalie.
Well, ladies, all of you are amazingly gorgeous. Guys, I wish you could see their faces, but it's my intrigue. I want you to see them in person. And these avatars that the ladies chose represent in a way their personalities and their looks. It's not far from what they really look like because they are gorgeously amazing. Point. So let's start. Money matters, and it is easier to talk about sex and than talking about money, and it's a scientifically proven fact. Money is a driving force for family relationship, for family connection, and for family disconnection. It's the number one reason for divorce, and people disagree about money in many different matters. And there are cases when couples separate when they couldn't agree about money. There are cases when people separate when they can't find the consensus. And I want to talk about it, and I want you to hear what women are saying. We have ladies. Do you see the comment from Edward Solomon on your screens? Because it's
Yes.
shown.
Yes.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Yep. So thank you, Edward, for being with us. I don't understand. We are live, and it's showing that we are live. One of our visitors, yeah, and I start seeing the comments from the gentlemen. So thank you, gentlemen, for being with us. Now we have currently 8 visitors, and guys are at 9 visitors, and guys are start joining us as we continue talking. And we are moving forward. So I want to remind you, ladies, that you have to give absolutely sincere answers. That's why actually we're not showing your faces, because you can tell openly what you're saying and express what is really going on in this matter. And I do not want to create more illusions for men, but want them to see the reality. There is a bad image of Ukrainian women that men say they are gold diggers. Are they for real? All they want is money. But at the end of the day, I guess you're going to learn that women actually want more than the money. And I want you to see at the end of this stream, what is it that these women want? What can be more than money? So let's talk about it. The first thing is about material resources. Who is earning in your family? Who is spending money? And I would like girls to describe how their parents were when they were growing up, what they saw, how their parents were managing the money, and what was right in their family scenario. What models of financial distribution in relationships was that they were growing up with. Um, Olga?
Yes, good
Yeah.
evening to everyone. I was born and bred up in the classical model of family where my father, where the man is earning money and the woman is responsible for money distribution. So I used to live in a family where every month my dad was bringing some money for my education, for food, for paying rent apartments and so on. And it was not welcome if my mom would spend it on her own, like makeup, salons, hair done, or something else. It was expected that she must distribute this money in a wise and reasonable way. And she was also responsible for finding me like English rehearsal teachers, English schools, giving me a profound education. That's why I think it's typical, it's totally absolutely normal for me, such model when the man is man is feeding his family. Okay.
How about your mom? Did she have a job? Did she work?
Yes, she is very active woman. She has a medical education and she is working all her life. She was never staying at home. But my mom is sure that the woman can combine work and home. But
Right. So, yeah,
but the
sorry.
main responsibility for money is on the man.
Uh-huh. Did your mother add money to the family budget?
I'm not sure, but not so. Yes, it was some of money, but not much, not much.
Okay. So she was
I
spending
cannot
her
say
own.
that I cannot say that they were equal. That she was sharing the responsibility. Yes, in some fact, she was supporting and helping my father, and of course, there were some hard times for him, and he was losing his job, and or he was dismissed. And of course, it was no reason to break with him. I even cannot imagine the situation when my mom tells him bye bye. Of course, she was supporting, and they will have some budget to live for hard days. But definitely, he was responsible for money.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for sharing. Thank you for sharing your personal content. Well, I appreciate your directness. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yep. How about your family model, Polina?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, in my family, my father is working all his life for family and he spent everything for family. And my mother also works, but it's more like hobby. She's an instructor, physical instructor. So, and me and my mother spending this money. So, and in my opinion, this is great model of family. And for my family, I want my kids to have the best education, and this is obligation of my husband. My obligation is to give birth and to grow these kids. Yeah.
Yep. Well, thank you, Paulina. And here, I would like, I see that your model is very much like Olga's. And
Yes.
the main task in this kind of relationship that is expected from a woman, and the woman kind of naturally accepts that she's not spending more than the money is making. The family is.
Actually, yeah, but for me, I don't see any problem to earning money. I mean, it's not so big problem. So why for men it should be a problem?
No, we are not
Yeah.
saying that it's problem for men to earn money.
No,
I'm
I know
saying,
that everyone has like own spending. Somebody spent a lot, somebody not. But like, I used to spend some amount, and I don't want to change it when I will have family. I want just to have better and better life. Yes.
okay, thank you. How about you, Irina?
My family like had equal responsibilities about money, I think, but just like my father, he had a bigger salary, a little bit. That's it. But yeah, it was equal, like all in the family from both sides. On me, actually, they were spending a lot. So,
For school, for lessons,
yeah, yeah.
for yeah. Well, I should add a comment that in Ukraine, when you are applying for a job for the same job position, man would receive at least 10% more than a woman. For this, when they are hiring a man, they would pay him more. Because employers are still saying that the man has a family to feed. And a woman, yeah, she adds to the family. Well, in some very high position jobs, it's equal, but it's still, we have gender inequality from what I'm observing. And but women have other bonuses in terms of they are taking more leaves, and when the kid is sick, this is a woman who stays at home, and man is usually more reliable on his work schedule. Um, Well, we have a question that is not related to money at all, but Edward Solomon is asking, he is curious to know what age difference these ladies would accept. Olga, we want to answer the question because we were talking about it before, but now for you it's a different matter. Olga, please, ladies, it's okay to say your age and answer the gentleman what age difference do you think is okay for you.
Okay.
Thank you, Edward, for your question.
Yeah, thank you for question. I'm 34 years old. For me, it's acceptable to date with a man that is older for me, up to 10, maybe 15 years old, but we need to communicate. And I don't feel like dating with a man who is younger than me.
Okay, thank you. Polina, how about you?
Maybe 2-3 years is okay difference, but not.
And your age is?
My age is 26 years
Thank you.
old, and for me acceptable up to 50. This is maximum 50 years old for men. Because in my experience, sometimes guys at 25, they behave like they're very old, and some men at 50, they're very active, they look young, so it depends from your lifestyle.
Thank you. Well, it's a rare example of a lady who understands age difference in a very mature way, I would like to say. Well, I would like to come back to psychology here, guys, and thank you, Polina, for your answer, because there is such a thing as transact analysis. It says that basically there are three types of behaviors that we are performing ourselves in. We are either performing like a parent, like an adult, or like a child. And when we are when we are performing like a child, like we are throwing fits, we are naughty, we are playful, we are fun, we demand, we are like a child, right? When we are an adult, we are taking responsibility on our actions, we are mature, we are very sober in things we're talking about, and we are realistic. And when we are an adult, we are very direct, or we tell people what to do, we behave like a parent, basically. And it works between people. The base case scenario, when people are adult relationship, this is what the modern world now wants. And I'm talking about it because we grow up, and at the age of 33, a person is an adult by the age factor. A person can become an adult and behave and perform like an adult as early as, let's say, 18 or 21, the maturity age in the country. But usually it comes with some life experience. And when a person is feeling himself or herself an adult, then dating somebody who is adult is realistic. And then compatibility comes with goals, with common connection on many different levels. So that long story was about Polina's maturity as an adult. Thank you, Polina. How about you, Irina? What age difference do you accept?
I'm 27, and I think I will accept like maybe 15 years maximum. I don't know. I can't predict. It all depends, but I see it's like in the future a problem if it's more than 20 years difference. Like, yeah, it's not natural for me. I see it like that.
Thank you.
So 15, yeah, 15 like that.
To finish this question, because our stream is about money, not about age difference. But to finish this question, when I was studying Waldorf Schule pedagogy, they were talking about age difference in a couple relationship with a 7-year step, which is meaning a man has to be 7 years older then he is on the same page in goals and expectations and responsibility understandings with a woman who's 7 years younger. And they go hand in hand because women mature sooner. And this school pedagogics is based on a lot of common sense and very practical decisions for life. So these guys know what they're talking about. And they say 7, 14, 21 years is okay, but it all depends on the level of maturity of people and their attraction to each other. So I would like to read a lot of comments. BB Blue Ridge says hello. The ladies and Natalie, hi. And we have a comment that Ukraine needs equal salary for women, like the rest of the world is trying to get. Yes. Well, we agree, and we are going that way. And Harry is writing a comment that in several videos he saw that several women are saying the man's money is the family money and her money is her money. And we're going to talk more about it. But before we move forward to another question, I would like to share some more models of money distribution that actually exist. Um, Man earns more, and basically he gives a certain alimony to the woman because she isn't working at all. But she is a family manager and she's in charge of all the family matters. I've seen this working model in one of the families that I have participated in creation, and they agreed about the amount. And later, the woman is doing whatever she wanted to do with that kind of money. But the guy calculated, and he's a very smart business owner, that for her to go and get a job, she would earn this amount of money. Then he would not see her, and she would solve uh, different matters for somebody else instead of taking care of the family. Plus, she needed her own money anyway, and they have decided to fix it out this way. Um, there is also a model when she is earning money and he is taking care of kids. That is not something that goes for a very long period of time because usually men are having the power when they earn their money. It happens temporarily when a man is losing a job and they have to survive on whatever she is able to make. But if they don't fall apart as a family, because men in this kind of situation sometimes get really stressed. Then it really strengthens family relationship because the man can see how much reliable she is, and then she can really connect the family together, regardless of the money that he was bringing or not bringing at the moment. Um, and there is also a model that they both equally earn and they both equally put into the family budget, and they agree about the expenditures, but at the same time they agree what amount he keeps and she keeps for their own hobbies, needs, maybe dreams, whatever. And I wouldn't say that there is like any universal solution to this matter because it's all about how people can agree about it, how we are comfortable working on. And I would like to move to the next question, but before that, I would like to address the guys and um, encourage them to talk about money. Definitely not on the first date, but ideally, say after you really feel that she's your woman and you really connect, talking about and even going shopping together, going grocery shopping, going fun shopping, and see how you both spend money. And while you are doing it together, talking about it. Say, I'm buying this because it's cheaper, or this because it's the cheapest option, or I'm buying this because this has value. It is expensive, and I would rather buy an expensive thing than several cheap ones because that gives you more quality and so on and so forth. Being on the same page on how you spend the money is actually um, a recipe of sustainability of the family. And I had a couple that, for example, they couldn't agree about how they spent because he just gave her his credit card. She was bored and she was buying different things she actually needed for his house, for their relationship, for her own, needs. And then when he saw that, he was really kind of upset, let's say nicely, because he was expecting probably her to ask him whether she can spend it, or he was just upset about it. And it really finished their relationship because they didn't agree. He didn't tell her in what amounts she can play. She wasn't gambling. She was just buying things for everybody. And it didn't work out. So when you are giving money to your girlfriend, you need to agree what she's supposed to spend it on. And I recommend to ladies, when a man is giving you money, tell him how you spent it. I have today's example. One of my girls said, um, actually it was a friend, she's not a client, but she went to see a boyfriend in Germany, and they really hit it off, and he wanted to make her an expensive gift, um, and he gave her money to buy an iPhone 12. And instead, she went to Italy. She bought a couple of purses. She says, I'm going to sell it in Ukraine. I'm going to get my money back. I have money left. I will buy myself iPhone 12, and I will be a cool girl with extra money. And I made a comment like, "Wow, this is smart. I wish you could tell this to your boyfriend so he could appreciate you more and value your business skills because you use his money smartly." So now, it's a question to guys. If you give your girlfriend money to buy iPhone 12, and she does like this girl did, and she tells you, how would you feel? What would your reaction be? Okay, but we continue talking. The question is asked. Please write your comments, and we continue. We go to the next question, which is, what difficulties in discussing the question about money with your boyfriend do you see? We start from Irina. And Irina, when you finish talking, please switch off your microphone because it's now making some noise. And
My.
when we finish talking, we switch off the microphone because then it makes more different sounds that is later
Okay.
making. So you start. What are the challenges in your talking about money with your boyfriend? Or which challenges you see, or which challenges you have?
Well, I don't know. I had like model like all equal only when relationships started, like like this like romance or something like that. It's like man paying for dinner, or it was okay for me. But if it's going deeper and it's a family, I think it should be equal. I don't see like any troubles. I think it should be honest telling this, and I don't see any difficulties. Just accept being honest and telling what you need, or something that like you're not okay with, or to discuss some problems. Just this.
Mhm. Well, it's uncomfortable to talk about money, and one Edward Solomon is saying that financial agreements should be discussed early. Why waste each other's time if you both are too far apart? I agree, and I recommend talking about it. Let's say on a second or third date, because you really, mm, if you have different models of earning and spending, then it really doesn't succeed if you're too different in that respect. The same comment comes um, from a gentleman from the USA because let's say um, in the US, some people have title savings while others save and invest. Yeah, yeah, but it's all up to your mutual agreement. Thank you for your comment. Uh, Financial management views and styles are paramount in every culture and country. Incompatible views can destroy a relationship, and every relationship requires honest dialogue in the beginning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vivi Blue Ridge. We will continue with Paulina, and later I will finish other comments, gentlemen. Thank
Yes, very good question. Actually, I don't see any problems in this. Usually, I tell straight to man what I want, like, and he can buy it or not. But in my experience, what was the problem that some men they creating some reasons, like they don't want to tell truth. So for me, like I'm honest, and I want men also to be with me honest, because when he creates some reasons, it's like he lies to me, and I feel that something wrong. Like for example, he can say that he doesn't have money right now, or he want to invest it in some business. Like that's why he can't give it to me for my wishes. So it's much better than to create some reasons like later or something like this. So because you feel that it's like some lies or some wrong, but sometimes the men also they don't want to lose their like image, yeah, like that they have money. So I think of course in the beginning you need to discuss everything, to discuss about this, especially when you live together. So in this case, no problems, and to be honest.
Yep. Yep. Thank you, Paulina. I want to move on to Olga. Thank you for your opinion. Yeah, Irina, please switch off your microphone.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm not doing nothing.
Just no, it just automatically creates noise in the air. So if you can, when you're talking, you switch it on, and when you are not talking, switch it off. Thank you. Olga, how about you? What are the difficulties in discussing money do you see?
Interesting question. I think that the lady shouldn't be afraid of telling about her wishes. If she wants something, she shouldn't hide it, but she must be careful about the moment when she is telling it. And the stage of dating, because if this serious relationship, it's yes, but if they know each other for 2 or 3 days, I don't see the reason to discuss the financial model on the third day of dating, because this is definitely for romance and emotions, not for financial model. Uh, I don't know why the foreign men see the golden diggers in Ukraine, because I know that Ukrainian women are afraid of telling. They are very shy. They want to give more than take. And I think that the woman, if she wants something and if she is getting refusal, she must be polite, behave normal, adequate, without hysteria, accept this, and move on and make her own conclusions. But behaving politely and like a lady, not like hysteria making woman.
Oh, well, definitely. But usually what I see in good relationships is that women naturally receive attention from men, and men are well, as someone says, um, Muslim Ummah says, in the beginning, the man will test the woman in her money management. If she's trustworthy and know how to manage it well, then he will trust to hand her more. And I see in my couples, the least girls expect, the more they're getting. In terms of end result, when men really treat them very generously, and it's not about the money, it's more about the attitude. You're my woman, and I'm happy to provide for you, to support you, to care about you, because this is real relationship, and nobody's thinking that, oh, she's with me just because she's having fun, or like she's enjoying that I'm having more money than another guy. Actually, that is going to be another question that we will talk about. But now I will read a guy's comments about the question that I said about a girl who uh, she was not asking for an iPhone 12. I will make it clear. The guy gave her the money because I don't think he had the time to buy it for her. He wanted to make her a very impressive gift. He was generously doing it himself. So we are talking about clear situation when it was not accusing each other. Guys made their comments that one gentleman says in his last relationship he started a business and had a little extra money for it's like finishing for my okay I will um, and had enough extra revenue, and an opportunity presented itself where my ads brought to my attention of a business opportunity that actually catered. Well, I didn't get through that what it means, but Harry would be very impressed. A special treat such as fancy dinner for her would most likely be in order. Well, yeah, that's what I usually see from very practical guys who are having an investor type of a mind, and that's what I recommend to my women clients. When very often I see that a woman is like, when it's her money, she's spending it in a very frugal way. When it's his money, we can play. That's the greatest mistake you can make, because at the end it will be your money. And what I also see, and it is in a good way, that when they are in relationship, um, he buys her gifts and she enjoys that, and later when they become husband and wife, she becomes very frugal about the money he brings into the family, and she doesn't let him like waste it. And the same guys was surprised, like, what happened to her? Like, it's like another way around. But that comes our Ukrainian thriftiness and ability to manage manage the best way possible the resources that we have. That's to say good things about Ukraine. Now we have 13 visitors altogether, and I would like to remind the guys that the ladies Olga, Polina, Irina are all clients of Marriage by Natalie Agency. And if you're interested to see their real faces and more information about them, please write me a message on my mobile, which is +38 067 232 0803. Write me a message on my WhatsApp, and I will send you the links to their profiles. So let's continue. I will finish reading the comments and we will move forward. Okay, Hari agrees with Olga that no one should be frightened to make a request. Polo is saying, hello Polo, nice seeing you here. If I gave her 1,000 and she spent it on something else, I can't trust her with even 100 or even 1 million. I can, and she spent it on something else. I can trust her with Even 1K or even 1 million because she tried to flip this money. Okay, it's an attitude. I mean, it's a point of view. All right. Uh, the gentleman continued his message. Okay, go. Okay. If there was money without going into debt, now all the family needs were met and the money was available, of course, she could have her desires. All right? Yeah, that's how we usually live. Um, Well, I should share. Well, I have to be equal with the ladies because we were talking about money, sharing our family experiences, how we were growing up. And usually, why I was asking this question is because we usually repeat what we've seen in our childhood and we behave like our parents taught us to behave. And in my family, I saw both of my parents earning and they were putting their money together and they were making savings on big things. And when it came to clothes for him or clothes for her, they were taking the kitty and going buying that stuff. But everything was shared. Whoever was making more or less, it just didn't matter. And they were planning budget ahead of time. But nowadays, it's after 1990. We had a major economical collapse, and it became extremely difficult for us Ukrainians to budget our money because today we earn, let's say, 20,000 hryvnia, and tomorrow comes economical crisis, and 20,000 hryvnia is no longer $2,000, but it is less than 1,000. And that's why it's very difficult for us to predict something because we are always living on the edge. And I see people keeping their savings in foreign currency because it's safer, and also really saving a lot. And sometimes when the resources are limited, becoming very frugal about different expenditures. Let's continue with comments and we will go to the third question. Um, Someone there will be a difference in setting priorities or spending the money. What are the money priority with Ukrainian ladies? Good, good question. House, car, travel, education. So who will set these priorities? That's a wonderful question. Let's talk about it. Olga, please, can you answer to Uma?
Yes.
What are the priorities? House, car, travel, education, and who will set these priorities?
Thank you for a great question. For me, number one priority is my health. Number two priority is my education. Currently, I'm getting my third education during this time, maybe to be able to work not only to work on the another position. So after education, the priority is maybe some how to say savings for future life. Maybe I would like to start business. Maybe I would like to buy a house. So it's essential, especially now during these challenging days, to have some savings. And only after this, it is houses, cars, yachts, and so on.
Thank you, Olga. How about you, Polina? And sorry, Olga, who will set these priorities? The question was when you are in a couple. You described your priorities
Yeah.
in your because now you are alone. But
Yeah.
when you are in relationship, you are together and you have you're living together and you're planning your common budget. So who would set up this priority?
Well, it will be great to meet the person with the same values, but if no, I agree with you that we must sit and agree. For example, if to discuss our priorities and to be able and flexible to listen to each other respectfully and to make step forwards. For example, to view the opinion and to support, maybe to find some common points, to discuss them.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Polina.
Yes, first priority is a house. After that, education, traveling, and car. But maybe if it's family and we have kids, after house will be car because it's difficult not to have car when you have kids. And why house? Because firstly, it's confidence, especially if you live with men in relationship. It's very important to have house. And my zodiac is Taurus, so I like to have home. When you come back from work, home it's like the place where you relax, where like you feel yourself like you can do anything. So as I'm designer, I know that home really should be like you feel yourself relaxed, not like pressure, not like this. So house it's very important, especially for family.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to say then who would set up these priorities? Would you tell the guy like this is the only way and you have to listen, or how would you?
I think we should discuss. For sure, we should discuss. And if men want to build family, in my opinion, for him also house will be very important. Of course, if it's young people, for example, they want to travel, they can travel 2-3 years. But after, when you have kids, you need to stay in one place, to choose one country, because kids will go to kindergarten, after they will go to school. So you need to have this place. So we need to decide together.
Settling down, yeah. Well, I would like to make a comment, and thank you very much, Polina, for your comment, for your answer. I often hear from the ladies that are coming to me that they feel really stressed when they hear that a guy is renting a house or renting an apartment. And it's a stress for them. How come he doesn't own a property? And in Ukraine, we're very much into property owning. And yeah, there are lots of families who are renting real estate, especially now with lots of people relocating from Donetsk area to Kyiv. They had beautiful houses, but they lost it all. But separating ourselves from that, I would say in Ukraine, we need to own it. Then we are secure. We have a different understanding of renting property. When we rent, we usually it's owner's furniture. You rent it and you have to abide the rules, and you have to be very specific, and you don't renovate this place. It's not yours, it's rented, so people don't treat like their real home. That's why Polina is saying that having her own house where she can make her rules is crucial. Thank you, Polina. So now we will pass to Irina. How about you, Irina? What are your priorities? You may start. Hello, hello. Something's. Yeah, Irina, can you hear me? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please talk. Irina, yes, I can
now
hear you.
because
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, for me, number one is of course health, then house, because it's very important for me to have my nest, my atmosphere where I can rest and feel myself like, I don't know, free and easy, and it's very important. And third place would be traveling, because traveling refresh my mind to make more money furthermore. And open more energy for me to create something new that will bring more money. Who knows? I noticed that sometimes it's not on the top like answer to save money, then you will get more money. Sometimes when you spend money, you will discover something or got some idea that will bring you much more money. It's my
Yep.
point of view. And also I would like to add one like maybe it's more about previous question, but I would like to add that we women also spend a lot of money for self-care, like
Yes.
makeup, manicure, pedicure, and I
Yeah.
think that's the issue why maybe women should get more money for herself, because being beautiful, it costs money actually, because when you go in regularly to your I don't know, to make hair, yeah, to dye hair, to refresh it, or cosmetologist, I don't want to count all of those. I mean natural, not like plastics surgery,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to add this because from my nowadays budget, I spend maybe like 30% of my budget for those things because I like keeping myself in a good shape, and it's true, it costs a lot. Cosmetologist, all of
Yeah.
those manicures, and yeah,
Yeah.
and men, they don't have so much issues as we do. They have there, but they don't spend so much for being beautiful as we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this point I would like to add because it also deals with money in the end.
I totally agree, and thank you for this comment. That's why Ukrainian women are so
You're
beautiful,
welcome.
because they are
Yes.
investing in their own beauty, and they keep themselves. Mm, uh, when Irina is saying going to a cosmetologist, it means that to have your face, cleared, and all the health issues and stuff, and women do not do different like special treatments, but generally keeping yourself clean, fresh, and looking healthy, that that is important. And this is what foreign men love about Ukrainian women, when they look so beautiful and groomed. But uh, some of them get really upset knowing how much it costs later. I heard a comment from a
Yes.
gentleman who was saying, "Oh my God, her haircut is $100." It's like, oh, it's a disaster. Her lipstick is $30, and like, yes, that's what it costs. And we are not going to like extremes. That you are getting decent costs, and it adds up. So well, they made it up. So it's all good. I would like to remind to our audience that we are here. I would like to keep it ideally for 1 hour. That's a recommendation from people that are watching us later. So we have one more question to discuss with the ladies, and I would like to finish the comments. And Edward Solomon is saying that you need to have a buffer. Many experts say you need to have at least 3 months of salary in savings. Otherwise, you live on the edge. Personally, I don't want stress on being on the edge. Yes, but I think 3 months isn't enough. You need to have at least a year. Harry, I would guesstimate that the UK is similar to Ukraine regarding people wishing to own property. I think it would well see so for other parts of Europe. Okay. Well, that's why people from UK and Ukrainian women match very well. I had 2 marriages this year between British guys and Ukrainian ladies. It works. Harry says that men may not spend a fraction on what ladies would spend on grooming. However, we tend to have to spend a lot on big boys' toys. Oh yeah, guys, you buy your guns, you buy your cars, you buy your four-wheelers. And yes, that's true. Thank you, Harry. Thank you for that comment. And beauty costs money, and in Ukraine, it's a big business. Yes, we have the biggest number of beauty salons per capita in the world. Welcome to Ukraine. So the last question is, ladies, how do you show your boyfriend that you are with him not because of his money? Olga, that's kind of like a tricky question because men are always thinking, oh, I would rather tell her they're trying to play the Cinderella game. I will play as if I have no money. If she love me without money, or like as much as she loves me with money. So, but money is important. But how do you show that it's not the most important issue?
I don't show it at all because I didn't experience the relations where I must show this. It's obvious that the
Mm-hmm.
relations are how to say constructed or built on the basis of love, respect, recognition, emotional emotional love, emotions. And
Mm-hmm.
money question is also something that two people find common and decide to stay together. So I think it's insulting for women to prove that she is not for money for his man. If he doubts me, it means that we don't mean to be together, because this shouldn't be the issue at all. It goes without question. If he chooses this woman, he trusts her, he loves her, and he knows that she is extraordinary person. She is special for him, and definitely he will not be doubting and say maybe she is golden digger, not golden digger. She is special for him, and that's all. So the woman
Thank you.
shouldn't show this.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Olga is trying to say and saying that when you have trust, she is giving her emotions. She's being sincere and she's being herself in the relationship, and that reciprocates in trust to each other. Thank you, Olga. Polina, how about you? Um, what do you do to show your boyfriend that it's not his money that keeps you with him?
Yes, if my man thinks that I'm with him only because of money, he can leave me any moment. Because I don't know, to build a relationship with money is so easy, but to build a relationship with person, especially with woman, it's more difficult. It's more difficult than with money. So I think it's easy and to explain. I can explain him like this, but if he maybe because only not confident men can think like this. Yeah. And thank you to Irina, because I wanted to tell the same, that all men like beautiful women, all. But they can't imagine how much we spend, how much time, how much effort. Like every day we go to gym, we spend so much for expensive cosmetic, massages. It's really a lot. And some men, especially European, when they come to Ukraine, they don't understand that we have so many salons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. How about you, Arina?
Well, I think that it feels like men, they feel if it's about money, because if it's real relationships, you also feel it and you can't hide it. Yes, I think I don't know. I feel everything like that, so I think other person also are like that. Like sooner or later you will see that like I don't know, you can't hide real feeling. Yeah, and if you see that you hesitate this woman with you only because of money, well, it is like that. It means, because if you see that and you don't see real feelings, for me it goes without question, because for me it's so important feelings, and it gives me again more and more energy. And I think also for another person, for my man, to inspire him, even if he doesn't have this amount, to make it, yeah, or like that, to make it together maybe, or to develop. So
Uh, Thank you. Thank you, Irina.
you
Well,
you're
please, guys, don't ask more questions because we're finishing our stream, but we have a very cute question from Edward Solomon. And I really want you girls to answer that because that's a cool question. What woman would do with a man that couldn't maintain her current life standard? Olga, what would you do if a man couldn't maintain your current living standard? You're dating a guy and...
It's very tricky question because
Yeah.
Does he mean that they already have children or no? Because if he's, I think that children shouldn't suffer. That's why it's very important question how it happens if the family have children and it's not possible to maintain life standards.
Let's imagine no children yet. You're just boyfriend, girlfriend. You are planning to have stronger, more serious relationship, and you see that the man, isn't maintaining, isn't up to.
I think it's very unique because there can be a lot of reasons why man stuck in such positions that he couldn't maintain my life standards, and it should also be discussed because it can be temporary thing, not depending on his character. It means everyone can be dismissed, everyone can be unhealthy, ill, got into the hospital, and it would be quite silly from the woman to leave such man if he's really kind, nice, respectful. It's stupidity. But if this man is lazy, unwilling, I don't know, if our visions differ, this is the reason maybe to leave, to separate. But it's very tricky question, Edward.
Thank you. How about you, Polina? If a man can't maintain your living standard?
Yeah, actually, it's very good question, and men should understand that also this when they can't fit like lifestyle of woman. So in this case, he should work hard to be like the same like me. But me, I never will start relationship with man who is not so successful like me, because I will not respect him and I respect myself. So, and this is already, it's a big problem if you start relationship with this, like different, if he can't fit right my lifestyle. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you are saying you're dating equals?
Yes, actually, on my opinion, men should be higher always. In this case, woman will respect him, she will listen him. But if not, how can I respect him? It's, of course, he can, if he will show me that he wants to be with me, he will work hard. Yeah, if I see this, why not?
Great. Thank you, Polina. What about you, Irina?
Well, according to my experience, I can't fall in love with a man who can maintain me, because I don't know, it's like it's like naturally, because it's I like prefer men with a charisma, with a strong character, and like a leader. And basically they have money. They can being a leader like in natural world, like males who shows to females that I can protect you, I can take care for your children, so be with me, yeah, who is the strongest. And I'm like that, maybe subconsciously, or we all want to be with the strongest. And nowadays your power, unfortunately or not, it's not physically more, it's more about protection and education and safety for family. It means money. So for me it goes like that. I prefer men with a strong character that brings this protection. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. So again, it's about the choice. And what we've heard here with the ladies, that first they are choosing the guy who is equal or stronger, who has charisma, who has the potential, and there are temporary difficulties that they are ready to survive with the man. And that's what I hear in the guys' comments as well. I would like to read what gentlemen are saying. Harry, thank you. I think that often many foreign guys overthink the money question and Ukrainian ladies' motives and are very quick to jump to conclusions and not always the correct conclusion. Harry, you are 100% right. And that's what it's all video about. To reveal some more secrets about women attitudes about money, about how they spend money, how they manage the money, and what they think about it. So thank you for this comment. James Greenier says that men should enjoy making money and dominating life. Yeah, very masculine point of view. Maslimuma says that I think man can feel woman emotions if she is after money or relationship, and that's what we spoke about. Polo says that she should leave him quickly. Both of them will be happier. I think that was to the oldest comment. And Vivi Blueridge says wedding vows almost always contain a promise to love your partner for better or for worse. High divorce rate around the world speaks to people placing less importance to this. Yes, thank you for this. Because when we marry somebody, that's basically when we've spoken about everything very clearly and manifested our goals, priorities, how we spend the money, how we earn the money, how we protect each other, and many, many, many different other things. But right now, some people are getting married just because they are sexually attracted to each other, and that's it. So that's, I guess, not enough. Hypergamy is alive and well in Ukraine. Well, Harry, some people, but that's not about hypergamy. So today we had a discussion about the money, and thank you everybody who was participating. We had a lot of activity from the guys' side, and thank you every gentleman who was participating in our discussion. I will remind you that these are real ladies, Olga, Polina, Irina, and they have expressed their attitudes and thinking about the money. Thank you, ladies, very much for your opinions. If you wish to know who they are, send me a message +38 067 232 0803 on my WhatsApp, and I will send you links to their profiles. Women want more than money. What do they want? What can be more than money? A Western man can ask. But more than money is sincere relationship, supporting each other in good and bad, and following your wedding vows. Supporting each other when you are not strong, and seeing the potential, and um, developing that potential together. Being reliable, being honest and sincere with each other. This is something you can't buy with anyone. The true love. Women really want true love much more than any money. Then they earn together, or the man earns more. Actually, in good relationship, woman is always supporting the guy and is using his resources smartly, so he earns more because he sees that she's with him, she's backing him up. And um, I would like to emphasize on the fact that honesty in talking about all these is the key, and being able to talk about these things openly at the early stages of your relationship, and you will feel when it is right on the second date, even on the first date. Well, sometimes, usually second, third date. But in the early stages of your relationship, when you talk about money, how you spend it, how you earn it, what are the priorities, then you know who is sitting in front of you, and then you know if you really can buy an enterprise. Let's say buy an enterprise for that person. Make sure you stay subscribed with Marriage by Natalie channel. You will get announcements about our new streams, about the subjects. I am going to invite new ladies for every new stream. And I will introduce you to the real thinking of the Ukrainian ladies, not me telling you what they are thinking, but you're hearing them directly. And I want to make your love story and strengthen your love story with my streams and with my videos, because love is possible, relationship is possible, and everything is absolutely possible in the Matchmaking Boutique by Natalie Koval. Olga, thank you very much for your participation. You've been a great communicator. Thank you for your opinions. Thank you for sharing your personal content.
Thank you.
Polina, my beautiful, gorgeous Polina. Thank you very much for. Polina is the newest client of the agency. Thank you for joining Marriage by Natalie agency this month, and thank you for being brave and very adventurous to join our live stream.
Yeah, thank you too, and thanks to guys for questions. Really nice questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Polina. We've placed your profile there. It's live, but I'm expecting your photographs, your new
Yes,
photographs.
I remember. Yeah.
And Irina, my beautiful blonde, down to earth, caring Irina. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your responses. Thank you for your sincere participation here.
Thank you also, and thank all men who also took participation. And for girls, it was a nice discussion. I had a good time. Thank you.
May the force be with you, gentlemen, says Paul Magnoni. And I would like to finish this live stream with saying that when you are looking for love, when you are looking for true, sincere relationship, you are getting it all, including a person who cares about you and the money you bring in, and it strengthens both of you. Sincerity and ability to communicate openly with each other is one of the working keys for making a relationship work. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and love is possible, relationship is possible, and anything is absolutely possible when you are ready to make it. Thank you, everybody.